My name is Grace. So there's a tree that I looked up, the tree with the deepest roots, and it's called the shepherd's tree, which I think is absolutely a great reflection of God being our good shepherd. I think God calls us to live our lives rooted in Him. I think a big part of being rooted in Christ is getting to know Him more. And for a tree, the roots are really what gives its nutrients and the water that it needs to survive. And so I think what we're trying to do here with Gallup Rooted is just build a good community so that Gallup can thrive no matter who comes in and who goes out, that those roots really stay firm in Christ and in the young adults and in the families that are rooted here.
Hi, my name's Annika. Being rooted in Christ means that I can trust God with everything and the path for my life.
I'm Spencer. Being rooted in Christ means to be like a tree that is planted next to a river and so is steady and is at rest and is at peace and is not being tossed or moved about. And that kind of peace and stability comes from not just knowing who Jesus is, but from having a deep relationship with Him and from having a two-way commitment where I am committed to following Him and having Him be my God, and He is committed to leading me.
My name is Sydney. When I think about the question, being rooted in Christ, it often reminds me of all of the time that I go hiking, spend my time outside in nature. And my favorite scenes that I see, I think that my favorite is when I see a tree that is growing out of a rock. And you just kind of think, how in the heck is that happening? Like, there's no nutrients below it. It's just a rock. And there's a tree growing out of it. And I think that being rooted in Christ, it doesn't mean that you have to be planted in the same pot for the rest of your life. Plants, they need to be repotted. Their roots become root bound. And so I guess to me it means relying on God to be our nutrients, not the world around us and not the place that we live. And so that is what being rooted in Christ means to me.
Hi, I'm Haley. And to me, being rooted in Christ means that even when the storms in our lives come and we feel like our branches are being ruffled, that we can stand firm in the hope and the knowledge that Jesus is always with us, and we have nothing to fear, and we will perfectly weather that storm when we are rooted in Him.